My question is, superdelegates make it possible for a Democratic candidate to win the nomination without winning a majority of votes. In this election particularly, it has also been a large contributor to ideas about Secretary Clinton's inevitability. I feel like superdelegates do the opposite of empowering Democratic voters like myself. So my question is, what can Democrats like me do to fix this process?
This is what you can do. And thank you. That's an excellent question. I fully concede to what everybody understands. Secretary Clinton is the candidate of the establishment. All right. So she has all of the governors, just almost all of the mayors, all the congressmen, all of the senators. It is true. And many of them are superdelegates. But here's what is really weird. We won New Hampshire by 20 points. We had to take on the governor, and we had to take on a United States senator. And yet it is likely that superdelegates in that state will actually vote or intending to vote for Secretary Clinton, despite the fact that the people in that state have spoken very strongly for me. And we're seeing that around the country. So to answer your question, I think what people should be saying to superdelegates, look, if Bernie Sanders wins a state with a big vote, why don't you vote with the people of your state? Because your point is a good point. What does democracy mean? Now, I know legally they have the right to do that. I'm not arguing that. But if one of the goals of my campaign, when you talk about a political revolution, is to bring new people into the political process, young people, working class people who have in a significant way given up. And it is hard to do that if they come out and vote, we win the state, and then you got superdelegates voting for Secretary Clinton, despite the fact she may have lost the state by a big vote. This is an issue we have got to focus on.
If you're the Democratic nominee, you're going to have a lot of power at the convention to sort of change some of the process. Will you scrap superdelegates?
I think we will revise significantly. Scrap is, I think
maybe not get rid of all of them.
That's right. I mean, I think governors and senators have an important role.
Significantly reduce?
Yeah. Look, what I am trying to do in this campaign is to revitalize American democracy, to get Americans involved in the political process so we do not have one of the lowest voter turnouts in the world. Rather, as I would like to see, one of the highest voter turnouts. You're not going to do that. It's a funny thing. We have rallies, thousands of people come out. I would say 95% of them have never been to a Democratic Party meeting in their lives. I want to bring people, young people, working class people in, because in my view, what you got right now is a Congress that is vigorously representing the interest of the billionaire class, not ordinary Americans. And the way we change that is to bring millions of people in to say to Congress, you know what? And us, not just campaign contributors.